Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this session, we will take up successive sales and successive discounts questions under the concept of profit and loss. We'll take up a few examples and discuss these two concepts in detail. Here comes the first example. Please pause the video, make an attempt and then continue watching this. Right? Here the question says, Lakshman sold an article to Dheeraj at 10% profit. Dheeraj sold further to Kaushik the same article at 20% profit. This is what you mean by successive sales. See, Lakshman sold to Dheeraj, Dheeraj sold to Kaushik. What else the question says? If Lakshman bought the article for rupees 2500, at what rate Kaushik bought this? Fine. We are going to discuss in three different approaches. One, using successive growth formula. Two, by example. That is the advantage we always have when we have percentages. Three, the basic concept of profit and loss or logic, I can say. Let's see the first one, successive growth formula. When I'm selling an article at 10% profit, means rather I'm selling at 10% more than my cost price, rather I'm increasing the article the price by 10%. When I'm selling an article at 20% profit, the article is sold at 20% more than its cost price, rather you're increasing it by 20%. So is it not two successive growths of 10% and 20%? What is successive growth formula? You know, x plus y plus xy by 100%. If x and y are the two growths, x plus y plus xy by 100% is the successive growth formula which we discussed in the previous topic called percentages, right? We have a playlist under which we have some videos, you can watch that. X plus y plus xy by 100. X and y are 10 and 20. If I apply this, what happens? 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20 by 100%. That is, if you simplify, it will be 32%. That means the cost price of Kaushik will be 32% more than Lakshman's cost price. So what I can say, Lakshman's cost price is 2500. 32% more means what is 32% of 2500? You can see here 25, 32 is 800. So 800 rupees it increased finally. So 800 rupees increased from 2500 means the Kaushik's cost price will be 3300. This is one way of doing it. Or I can directly say, if it is increasing by 32%, if you recall the basic concepts of percentages, 10% less is 90%, 10% more is 110%. If there is 32% increase, I can directly say Kaushik's cost price is 132% of 32% more than Lakshman's cost price, or 132% of 2500. You can directly say this. You get the same answer. 25 2 is 50. 25 3 75 plus 5 80 3300. Instead of calculating this 800 and then adding it, I can directly say this. This is first approach using the successive growth formula. Second approach is, take an example. Let's say Lakshman's cost price is 100 rupees. Lakshman bought the article for 100 rupees. So he sold to Dheeraj at 10% profit. 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. It is 110. Right? Now Dheeraj sold to Kaushik at 20% profit. 20% on what? On this 110, not on 100. Because already Lakshman sold to the article at Dheeraj at 110. Or in other words, Dheeraj's cost price is 110. So 20% on 110. What is 10% on 110? 11. 10% will be 11. 20% is 22. So it is 132. So if Lakshman's cost price is 100, Kaushik's cost price is 132. If Lakshman's cost price is 2500, Kaushik's cost price is how much? Means we write 2500 by 100 into 132. Right? So again the same thing, 25 to 132, you get the same 3300. This is the second approach. Third approach is simple. You know Lakshman's cost price is 2500. Or if I say, for example, Lakshman's cost price is L, let me tell you something more. And he sold at 10% profit means it is 110% of the cost price. 110% of the Lakshman's cost price will be his selling price. Since Lakshman sold to Dheeraj, Lakshman's selling price will be Dheeraj's cost price. Dheeraj further sold at 20% profit means it will be 120% of his cost price. So finally, Kaushik's cost price will be 120% of 110% of Lakshman's cost price. Why I'm writing instead of taking 2500 is to just tell you a point. Now that you know Lakshman's cost price, you can find Kaushik's cost price. Sometimes they'll ask you in the reverse order. They'll give you Kaushik's cost price and ask you to find Lakshman's cost price. If K is given, you can find L in this equation. Yes or no? Right. That's the reason I am asking you there. You can see here, you can say 6 by 5, 0, 0, one more 0. It is 5, 50, 650 is 300, 300 into 11, 3300. So this is just using your basic concept of profit and loss. What I am saying, 10% profit means 110% of cost price, 20% profit is 120% of cost price. Like this, we can explain in 3 different ways, right? Okay, let's take up one more example. Ajay sold an article to Sanjay at a profit of 20%. What Sanjay did, Sanjay marked up the price. He is marking up means what? We discussed in the basic concepts. Increasing the article by 50%, then sold at a discount of 20%. What do you mean by discount? You are reducing the price by 20% to Vijay. Finally, Vijay paid. This is the reason why I was doing the third method here. Now, you are saying that Vijay paid 2,880. That Vijay's cost price is 2,880. You are asked to find Ajay's cost price. How we can do it? Here, to apply successive growth formula, there are 3 changes. 20% increase, then 50%. See, you are selling at profit means you are increasing by 20%. Then you are marking up means you are increasing the price by 50%. Then you are giving discount of 20% means you are reducing by 20%. But your successive growth formula is only for 2 values. So how do we apply successive growth formula? Like this. First, I will take these 2. There is increase of 20 and 50 means what is the effective increase? 20 plus 50 plus 20 into 50 by 100. How much it is? You can see 70, 80%. This is 80% after these 2. Then there is 20%. This is 80% increase. Now there is 20% decrease. Now again apply successive growth formula. 80% plus 80 minus 20. I say why minus 20? Because there is a decrease of 20 plus 80 into minus 20 by 100. Yes, how much it is? 0, 0. 80 minus 20, 60. 60 minus 16, it is 44%. What do you mean by that? More means, as I said, 144% of Ajay's cost price. But I know Vijay's cost price is 2880. If I write it 144, 2 is 20. Ajay's cost price 20 into 100, 2000. This is what is my answer. This is one way of doing it. The first method. What is the second method? Take example. Let Ajay's cost price is 100 rupees. He sold at 10% profit. So Ajay's selling price or Ajay sold to Sanjay means Sanjay's cost price will be 120. Now he is marking up by 50%. What do you mean by marking up? He is marking the price as 50% more. What is 50%? Half. What is half of 120? 60. He increased the price means he marked it as 180. Who? Sanjay. Sanjay marked the article as 180. Then he gave a discount of 20%. Discount is always given on market price. If the market price is 180, 20% on 180 will be 36. 10% is 18, 20% is 36. 180 minus 36. Finally, market price minus discount will give you selling price. Sanjay's selling price, in other words, Sanjay's selling price will be equal to Vijay's cost price will be how much? 180 minus 36, 144. So if Ajay's cost price is 100, Vijay's cost price is 144. Vijay's cost price is 2880 means what is Ajay's cost price? You can write 2880 by 144 into 100. You can see 144, 20 is 2000. This is the second approach, taking example. Third approach is what? The basic concepts. The first video in this module, you can see the playlist, basic concepts of profit and loss. If Ajay's cost price is A, he sold at 20% profit means his selling price is 120% of his cost price A. That is Ajay's cost price, Ajay's selling price or Sanjay's cost price. Sanjay marked up the price by 50%. What do you mean by marking up the price by 50%? You are increasing and the price by 50%. If you are increasing by 50%, it will be 150% of this. This will be Sanjay's marked price. Then further he is giving discount of 20% means when he is reducing the price by 20% means he is selling the at 80% of this price, right? So this equals to 2880. This is finally Sanjay's selling price or Vijay's cost price, but Vijay's cost price is 2880. You can simplify this, you get the answer. You can say 3 by 2, 6 by 5, 4 by 5, right? You can simplify always. 4 3 is 12, 12, 12 into 6, 72, 72 4 is 40. As I said, 5 2 is 10, 10 5 is 50, 50 into 40, it is 2000. You can do any one of these three approaches, please. Successive growth formula, using 100 rupees as an example and taking it. Third one is just keep writing the percentages. You get the answer, right? These two examples explain successive sales. We'll take up a successive discount question now. Two successive discounts of 10% and 20% equal to single discount of. Let's spend some time on understanding what is successive discount. Suppose if I take, I like again explain this in different approaches. Let me take, suppose market price of an article is say 100, because discount is always given on market price. If there is a discount of 10%, 10% on 100, that is 10% of 100 is 10, at what rate the article will be sold? 90 rupees. But when one more discount of 20% is given successively, what do you mean by there is one more successive discount of 20% means the second discount is 20% is not given on 100, it is given on 90 rupees. So if the successive discount is nothing but on the successive reduced price, so 20% discount on the reduced price of 90, I'm sorry. So I repeat, the second discount 20% is on the reduced price 90, 20% of 90 is 18, 10% is 9, 20% is 18, so 90 minus 18, 72. Finally, if there is 100 rupees market price, you are finally paying, selling at 72 means how much discount has been given? 100 minus 72, 28. Or you can see the first discount is 10 rupees, but second discount is not 20 rupees. It is only 18 because it is on 90. 10 plus 18, is it not equal to the 28? Yes, so we say two successive discounts of 10% and 20% equals to a single discount of 28%, right? Again, I can use the successive growth formula x plus y plus xy by 100. But what do you mean by successive discount of 10%? You are reducing by 10%. We are reducing by 20% successively. So as I said, successive growth formula can be applied to successive fall also. Only thing is, instead of plus, you say minus. Instead of plus x, it will be minus 10. Instead of plus 20, now it will be minus 20 because it's a discount. Plus minus 10 into minus 20 by 100. Why I am putting minus? Because they are discounts. You are reducing the prices. Giving discount is nothing but reducing the percentage. You can see here minus 20, minus 10, minus 30. What is this 0, 0, 0, 0? Minus 1 into minus 2 will become plus 2. Minus 30 plus 2, is it not minus 28%? What do you mean by minus 28%? There is a single discount of 28%. This is how you can do it, right? Okay, let's take one more example. By giving two successive discounts of 20% each instead of a single discount of 40%, a trader increases profit by 600. Find the market price. We'll see. Suppose if there are two successive discounts of 20%, what is it equal to a single discount? As I just said the formula, minus 20, I'm asking x plus y plus xy by 100 formula, minus 20 into minus 20 by 100. That will give you equal to single discount of what percent? How much it is? 0, 0, 0, 0. Minus 20, minus 40, but this is minus into minus becomes plus. Minus 40 plus 4, minus 36%. That means two successive discounts of 20% equals to a single discount of 36%. So by giving two successive discounts of 20% each, you are giving only a discount of 36%. If you are giving a single discount of 40%, so that means here you are giving 4% extra discount. Rather than in this first case, you are giving 4% less discount. When your discount is less, when you give less discount by 4%, your profit will increase. When you are giving less discount to the customer, you are giving more, you are keeping more profit for yourself. Yes or no? So the 600 rupees increase in the profit is because here the discount is reduced by 4%. Yes or no? So the 600 is 4%, but discount is given on what? Discount is always given on market price. So 4% of market price equals to 600. You can see for 150s, market price is 15,000. This is what you can say using the formula. Or you can take, suppose if market price is 100, what happens? If there is a discount, single discount of 40%, it is 40 rupees, I have to pay 60 rupees. Article will be sold for 60 rupees. If there are two successive discounts, what happens? First discount 20%, 20% on 100 is 20, it is 80. Second discount 20%, 20% on 80 is 16. Finally, you will sell at 64. See, here you are selling 64, here you are selling 60 means what happened? You are selling at 4 rupees more. You are selling at 4 rupees means your profit is increasing by 4 rupees. Your profit is increasing by 4 rupees if market price is 100. My profit will increase by 4 rupees if my market price is 100. If my profit is increasing by 600, what is my market price? As I said, 600 by 4 into 100. For 150s, it is 15,000, right? Using formula, using example, right? So like this, we can answer successive discounts questions. So this is about successive discounts and successive sales. In the next video, we will meet with a new concept. Thank you.